Welcome to Come Knit With Me. I wanted to share my mitten with you. Now this stitch looks like a rib, but what I did, instead of picking up one, you can see like right here, I've actually picked up two ladders. Okay, it makes it a little thicker, a little shorter, but warmer. I mean, I like the way it feels. And I did the top just in a regular stitch. I knitted 24 rows, and then instead of laddering up every stitch, I laddered up every other stitch. Or not every other stitch, but I pulled 2 stitches at once. I just wanted to see how it looked, and I liked it. And I also wanted to show you a blooper. Yeah. Oops, hang on. My needle. What I did, I make both of them at the same time. I had the mitten I just took off here. And then I created the other one over on this side. Now, can you tell me what's wrong with it? Took me a few minutes to figure it out. I was so busy doing my knitting, I did not notice that I didn't do any ribs here. So, what we're going to do today, I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix this. One of these, you could do it one of 2 ways. Let me clean up my area a little bit first, so you can see what I'm doing. You could fix it in one of 2 ways. You could take every row out, take it off the machine. Well, I should go. You could take it off the machine, take every row out, or leave it on the machine and take every row out. But you could do, do the pull thing if you wanted to. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take it all, pretend this is waste yarn. I'm going to take my cast on comb off first, because I don't want any extra weight on this. But it's not gonna go far. I'm just gonna set it up. Set it right up there. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, pull my work forward, and I'm going to need, excuse me, I'm going to need my stomper, because I don't want my needles to go anywhere. I want them to be nice and tight. Okay, and all this is, it's my ruler with a 1/2 inch block of wood. Now I'm pulling this off the machine, not putting any pressure on it, because I don't want to unstitch the rows until I'm ready for it. Okay, now what I'm going to be rehanging, just like in the waste yarn, I'm going to pick up these end stitches. See the blue portion of it? That's what I'm going to pick up and hang back on the machine. Now you could do it this way, like I'm doing here, and I would have weights handy, because see how that's starting to pop up? Just hang a weight right there, right there to hold it. Now that's one way to rehang it. Another way, remove my needle stoppers, push them all the way back, that'll hold them in place too. Okay, now hold it kind of, hold it up and just slip the needle into the slot. Once you get used to it, it's easier. Just pick it up and slide it in. Just make sure you grab all of it. Come on in closer. Now I'm going to come down So you get like an aerial view of what I'm doing here. Okay. See, I got it kind of folded, and I just pick up, in this case it's the purple, and just slip it back on. I'm keeping it close to the machine so that the needle, the yarn that I'm rehanging will stay there. See how it's coming to pop up a little bit? Easy solution. Just grab a weight and put it on there for now. You'll be taking that purple, the red, off in just a minute. But get this rehung first. And this is one way to fix if you get carried away with knitting and you didn't mean to knit the past few rows. Now if it's all in one color, you could run a lifeline and do the same thing. You just have to manually, with a needle and contrasting thread. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. As I was saying, you would just have to use a contrasting thread and run it through the stitches to where you want to rehang it. Now once these are rehung, let's go back so you can see everything. See all that I'm doing. Now you can see everything here. I'm going to grab my yarn and I'm just slowly going to pull it, because I don't know if I split any stitches or what, so I'm just going to pull it carefully. I'm watching where you can see where it's disengaging. The needle kind of shimmers a little bit. You see it going across? See? Okay. Now that's where the weights kind of, it's the part you had to go, I wanted to go slow on. Okay. Now this was row 24. So I bring my row counter back to 24, and my cuff was 24. So, and I accidentally went 2 rows extra, so I do need to take 2 rows out. Now to do that, I want some weight on here, so I'm just going to hang some weights on the work. Don't need a whole lot, and what I'm going to do, untie the knot I put in because I thought I needed it. I don't tie the knots real tight because I usually undo them when I go to weave the ends in. Just pull it. Now I got a split here, so I'll just go and work that by itself. Now the reason you pull the yarn straight, because if you pull it up like this, these could pop out on you. Okay, now I'm at 24. And I got a little bit of extra yarn for something. Yeah. Alright, now what I'm going to be doing, I need a little bit of weight on this. So I'm going to hang just some individual weights. And we're going to do that double purl. I guess that's a good name for it. Okay, and what it is every other needle. That's the ribbing pattern I chose. Okay, so undo the one, bring it all the way down to the bottom, Okay, let's get a little lower so you can see what I'm doing here. There, now you can see. Just releasing the stitches. Now I'm putting my tool, latch tool, into the bottom. Now I usually do the mock rib, but what I'm doing, it's similar to the mock rib, but grab 2 loops, pull it through, grab 2 loops, pull it through, and do that all the way up and all the way across. Now if you don't like these needles coming out at you, which I don't, I take my ruler and I just slip it carefully there. One of the reasons I do that is because when I go do the next row, I just pull that one stitch out, careful not to disengage any of the other ones, and I ladder up this row. Oops. Make sure you put the tool into the right hole. Okay, grab 2 of them and ladder, and just do a purl, ladder it up. Okay. Pull it, open it, and that's what I'm going to call, until I find out what it's called, I'm just going to call it a double rib. Double purl stitch, I guess, is a good one. It makes it a thicker, like I said, thicker, but it also makes it a little bit shorter than it normally would be. If you split the stitch, just hang it right. Just fix that issue as soon as you see it. Now I pulled this one off by accident, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up here, hold that stitch, because I don't want that, I really don't want that to come undone. Unfortunately, I just undid all those. No real biggie. It'll still work fine. Just put it in the bottom and unlatch them. Then latch them up 2 ladders at a time. Now when you're doing this, you want to kind of, or in doing any of this reforming, you want to kind of stay in the center of the ladder so that when you're forming the stitch, it forms it in evenly, reasonably even in between. Okay. I just thought I'd share those 2 bits with you. Okay. Keep an eye out for my next DVD I'm making. It's going to be dishcloths. We're going to do the butterfly stitch. We're going to do a diagonal seed. A bunch more. And just ladder them up 2 at a time. Don't want to split the yarn, so just undo it. Make sure you grab the whole thread and not pieces of it. Okay, I'll go finish all this. I just wanted to show you the stitch. If you want to make some mittens, I have a DVD that shows you how. They're only $25 and that includes shipping. It's volume 4. Well, thank you for coming and knit with me, and you have a wonderful day.